I was a huge reader when I was a kid. Like, my family all still makes fun of me for, hiding in the corner with a book at, because I have a big family, there would be family stuff. And I was like, okay, but I want to hang out with everybody. Can I finish my book first?
Welcome to Open Book. This is Jenna Hager, and I am so thrilled to have an author that I admire so much, Jasmine Guillory, on with me today. And Jasmine, I want to talk books with you because I think you have a beautiful voice. I love reading your books. And I wonder, was there one book, you were a lawyer before, that inspired you to go into writing, to make that shift?
There are so many books that I've loved throughout my life that have built on top of each other to inspire me. I think when I first started writing, I just wanted to learn more. I had been a lawyer for years, and I think I missed being in school and learning. And so I was reading all of these books to kind of coach me through how to be a writer. And there was so much discovery in that it was just really fun. One of the books that I really think of as being kind of formative in those early years, I read The Warmth of Other Suns by Isabel Wilkerson, which is such a different book than the ones I write. I write romance novels, she writes nonfiction about race in America, but it really made me think hard about America and my role in it, and writing and books, and what books could do for the world. And that was just really inspirational for me.
So when you were little growing up, were you a reader? And if so, who really inspired that in you? Who showed you that books could take you to pretty cool places?
I was a huge reader when I was a kid. My family all still makes fun of me for, hiding in the corner with a book at because I have a big family, there would be family stuff. And I was like, okay, but I want to hang out with everybody. Can I finish my book first? And it was really my parents who did that for me. My parents were big readers. We always had books around the house. We would go to the library together as a family constantly. It was always an exciting thing to be able to learn. When I would do something bad and get punished, my punishment was often, you can't finish your book today. And so that was they really showed me the way in how joyful and fun reading could be.
They actually say that's good parenting advice, by the way. They're taking away, but if you're going to take away TV, if you're going to take away the TV, take away the books too.
Yeah.
When you decided to shift careers and write romance, what goes into writing? What kind of research do you have to do to getting these characters right and for it to feel fun and realistic?
When I was writing romance, I just wanted the books to feel like they were people I knew, So I really thought about my friends, my family, all of the people I know who have jobs and careers that they care about, but are still falling in love and are, having these joyful times in the world and are trying to balance all of that. And so mostly what I would do was listen to people, I would pay attention to people I talked to, but then at restaurants, I would kind of eavesdrop on dates, or when I was out in the world, how people would talk to each other in those early stages of a relationship, and think about that, in my life and the life of people I knew. And those are the things that really kind of inspired me and helped me figure out how to create these relationships, how to create these characters and make them feel fun and realistic and like people that you would run into on the street, that's what I wanted.
So, okay, I'm going to do a quick fire because I love a quick fire. Favorite book as a child?
Oh, let's see. I might have to go with the Betsy Tacy series. I know that's cheating. It's a whole series, but I loved those books as a kid. They're about girls who were best friends growing up in Minnesota. And it takes them through, they first meet when they're 5 years old, and it takes them through adulthood. And I just love them so much. I still reread them all the time.
You do? You still reread them?
Oh yeah, I totally do.
I love that. What about favorite summer read?
Oh, well, so I read a few great books this summer that I think are perfect for summer reads. One is called Here for It by R. Eric Thomas.
I just chose that as the read with Jenna pick.
Oh, you did? Oh my goodness. I love that book.
I love that
so It's such a perfect beach read, but it's like deep and thoughtful and hilarious. I laughed so hard. I loved that book.
I just couldn't believe that in one sentence, what I just said to him, one sentence, my heart would break, and in the next sentence, I'd be peeing my pants. Like, who can do that?
I loved it. I loved it so much.
Oh my gosh, it's so
That's
funny.
Amazing. I'm so glad for him. That's fantastic. I also loved You Should See Me in a Crown by Leah Johnson. It's a young adult book. It's about this girl she's a Black girl in Indiana, and she runs for prom queen. And she's, one of the few Black girls in her school. She's just not, she's doing this to try to get a scholarship. The whole thing is just like so fun, but also it delves into really important stuff about race and falling in love. And I just ended it with such a huge smile on my face. I loved it.
Is there a genre that people might be surprised? Because I think people now associate you with romance, with falling in love with these books that you pick up and you cannot put them down. Is there a genre that you might ever want to go into as well? Like, I mean, I think you're pretty talented. Is there something that might surprise people?
I can see myself writing young adult sometime, actually. I love reading books about teenagers. I think that life, those years of a teenager are so formative in your life, and so much is going on. And I think that's so interesting to delve into. I love talking to teenagers and seeing what they're thinking and the conflicts that they have. And often that's when you have that first love. And I think that would be really fun to write.
I think that'd be really fun to read. Okay, so finish the sentence. Reading to me means life. It's such a big part of my life. I read before bed. I read whenever I'm taking a break during the day. I read to bond with my friends and my family. Like, my mom and I talk about books all the time. My friends and I talk about books all the time. And so it's just so intertwined with my whole life.